beautiful afternoon. It is so cold though. Can you see my breath? No, you can't see it. I can see it. It's not showing up on the camera. But yeah, it is absolutely freezing. But it's about 2:30 on, what day is it? Wednesday or Thursday? I think it's Thursday. 2:30 Thursday. So we've got about an hour's left of sunshine. So just going to go up the allotment. Made myself a coffee at home and then realised that I only had an hour's left. Oh God, my nose is running. It's so cold. It's numb nose. Yeah, so I've only got an hour's left of sunshine. So I thought I'd head up the allotment and see what's what. See what those girlies are up to. It's a beautiful, beautiful afternoon though. Look at the sky. Oh, it's beautiful. Right, I'm going to fall over walking through this field while I'm looking at the camera. So. Well, that's pretty nice to know. The ones that haven't actually been eaten off all seem to be doing pretty well. It's handy. Hey, we got a rube, have we? Girlies? You coming out? Come on, girlies. Huh? Where's those smalls? Where's those smalls? Lily's looking masterful over the onion bed. Let me see you out. You look terrible, Ruby. You look terrible. Where's all your tail feathers gone? Where's all your tail feathers, girlie? Hello, silly sausage. Would you believe it is the 1st of December today? I can't. Actually, I came up here about an hour ago and was just about to start doing some filming of wrapping the polytunnel up in bubble wrap, and my phone decided it was going to update its software, so didn't get very far. I've just been doing like non-video jobs. I've been doing a lot of raking, just trying to sort out the pots behind here, chatting to the Lily, chatting to the girlies, all that kind of thing. Anyway, I think Mum's due up here in a minute, so I better think of something to do other than chat to the cat and drink coffee. But yeah, 1st of December. Holy smoke, 25 days till Christmas. 30 days until 2023. It's a bit of a shocker, isn't it? Anyway, it's absolutely magnificent up here. Let me just turn the camera around so you can see, because the sky is... Oh, it's so nice up here. I don't know what to do with myself. Just like wandering around looking at everything. Oh, it's nice. Feels like the sun hasn't been out for ages, but I'm sure, I mean, we haven't had much rain recently, bit of drizzle. Nothing kind of catastrophic. So why do I feel like I haven't seen the sun for such a long time? But it's lovely. Oh, so while I'm just up here having a natter, thank you very much for the positive feedback on the beetroot and chard recipe that I put up on Wednesday. Actually managed to get the video out without falling through the floor, which is pretty tick, I think. So I'm just doing, you know, when you're just like strolling up and down your garden or your allotment, just like having a good old look at things. Tree cabbages are looking pretty fine, aren't they? So lush, beautiful green colour. Yeah, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, thank you very much. Really positive reception for the recipe. So hopefully I'll be able to get quite a few more of them out with things that are being harvested at the moment. Oh, I need to tuck my broad beans. They're looking a bit floppy. There is more Chimada wrapper to pick. This stuff has been incredible. That's that stuff, you know, that was self-seeded. Well, self-seeded. It was its own seed and I just like shook it everywhere. Still got raspberries, look at this. I mean, I know they're autumn raspberries, but it's December now. Just. Although I'm saying it's cold, you can see it hasn't been that cold because the nasturtiums are still out. Looking beautiful, it's pretty good for December. Orange. The apricot tree has completely lost all of its leaves now. That needs to be cut back in the spring. And the fig tree is just holding on to a few of its. Yeah, all looking pretty tick. Got tons of turnips to eat. Tons of pat choy to eat. Lettuces. I'm trying to remember what sort of time it was last year when the dahlias went collapso, because at the moment they're still fine. I'm sure it was November last year when they went. We are due some proper cold weather coming up the next week though, so I was going to bubble wrap the greenhouse today, wasn't I? That's what I was going to do. I knew there was some reason I came up here. Might have to wait for Mum. I think she's supposed to be here, but I keep watching the paths. She's not up here yet. She went for a hearing test this afternoon, so that's where she's been. But I need like 2 hands to do that. I've got 2 hands. I mean, I need 4 hands to do that. This artichoke that looks so sick all year is looking fantastic now. Not that we've ever got an artichoke off it. Okay, I can hear something. There she is!
God, that cold smelled so disgusting. I'm really sick.
What was in it?
God knows. I threw up in the car because I parked in the cemetery.
Oh, right.
So we have to be gone by sort of 4:05.
Yeah.
But I've just really made me feel ill.
What could have been in it?
I don't know. You're just taking the chair apart
Yeah.
from me, are you?
rescued these 4 from the frost. A couple of them have gone a bit nanky on the end, but these 4 look absolutely fine, and they're really good specimens, so I'm going to use them for seed for next year. It's often like I find myself, I've got to the end of the year and I've eaten everything, and then the only things I've got to save the seed from are like the runt specimens, and it just is no good. You can't do it. You should be saving seed from the best, not from the pants bits, like the leftovers, and I think these are going to be pretty good. Glad I remembered. And you always know it's time to go when the girlies take themselves to bed. Besides, Mum came up in the car and she's parked in the cemetery, and that closes at 4, and it is now 7 minutes to, so I think we might trot on. Because that would be really annoying, getting stuck. Well, we wouldn't get stuck in the cemetery, but the car would be trapped overnight. Here you go, bottom. There you go. Has it not?
I've got my glasses fixed to stay on my head too.
Oh, did you? Oh, that's handy. Look at this gorgeous Japanese quince in here. It's just like in with all the other stuff on the edge of this person's allotment, but those red flowers are just lovely. Can you see it now? A little bit.
They're so cold.
Thank you. Well, what did I achieve today? A bit of raking, a bit of looking, pick the Achocha. It wasn't exactly a wild success, but it was beautiful, and it's absolutely magnificent in here right now. So not only yesterday did I show up at the allotment late, and then my phone decided to update, so didn't get any filming done. Today has been an incredibly frustrating day. You know, last week I was telling you that I've been trying to move garages because they were fixing the roof. Well, we've moved everything out. The only thing that's left to move is a kiln that weighs, did I say it weighed? I looked up on the website. It weighs 255 kilos. 255 kilos. It's quite heavy, and it's top heavy. It's an absolute pain in the backside. We got it down there because moving from one garage to the other, it's downhill, and we kind of put it on a sack barrow. I say we, a friend of ours, Alan, put it on a sack barrow, and we all kind of tried to hold it up. It fell over. Yeah, so it was a disaster basically, but we did get it into the new garage. But the problem is moving it back, it's uphill. So anyway, we've been trying to do that. We needed to get a block and tackle to lower it down onto a trolley. This is completely irrelevant, by the way. Just explaining the frustration of the day. So we went all the way out to B&Q, you know, the big one. They didn't have a block and tackle, so had to order it some Screwfix, and that's not coming till tomorrow morning. Anyway, yeah, we are trying to save the day by, do you remember the Adrian Hall Garden Centre in Sheen that I went to, that then just magically closed down the next day? They went into liquidation. Well, it's reopened under a different name, still called Sheen Garden Centres, but it's under Capital Gardens, I think it is. So we're going over to have a look, and I'm just hoping they've got some garlic, because the only saving grace of going out to B&Q was I thought they might have some garlic in. Well, they didn't. So we're going over to Sheen to try and save the day. Okay, well, they've got Christmas lights up. That's a positive. I mean, not that that's got any relevance to whether they've got garlic or not, but Christmas lights, yay. Okay, cross your fingers that they've got garlic, because Okay, this is all looking absolutely identical to how it was before. Pussycat. Sorry?
I said they picked up the shop door, but it's the wrong place.
Round here. That's what it was called before. Oh, it's very, very festive. Oh, they have moved it around in the shop quite a lot because the seeds certainly weren't here, and they used to have a huge selection of seeds, and they don't now.
Good array of seeds. Yeah.
Quite a few house plants, just a bit all bunged together at the end here, which is a bit of a shame, but you know. We still haven't planted our violas. And when we were in the shop, there was a guy behind the till who was so rude to this woman who was asking him if he had a Virginia creeper, and he was like, I don't know, it's dark. Not sure about coming back.
I know that you want her.
Guess. There's no garlic. There's no garlic. So officially the whole day is a write-off. Morning. Well, after a couple of incredibly frustrating days where I have achieved practically zero, I'm up early and I'm going to actually do something today. I'm going to get something done today. Eat my breakfast first, obviously. Sort my face out because I've still got yesterday's face on. And then, right, so actually, first thing I'm going to do is try and find what I did with those Achocha that I picked the other day, and get the seed out of them so they start drying. Then I'm going to try and bubble wrap the greenhouse. So we're going to get up there. It's looking pretty grim out there this morning. It's super misty and freezing cold. But at least in the greenhouse with the bubble wrap, it will be toasty warm. Yeah. Okay, come on. Today has got to actually, you know, go. There's no updates ready on the phone. Nothing. I've already done all of that. The phone's fully charged. I'm also going to order some garlic online. This is about as simple as seed saving can be, to be honest. Achocha seed are huge. They're these really big, kind of woody, gnarly things which you can't eat, so you do have to scoop out the centres when you're eating them. But yeah, that's all I'm going to do, just take them out. I want them to be mature, so that they're this really dark woody colour. I suspect that this one, they're going to be not ready. Yeah. You see how they are like a pale sort of mustard colour rather than this really dark woody stuff? Yeah, the mustardy ones you can't really keep. You want them to be proper. Yeah, oh, that's strange. That was a really big one, but no, that's not ready either. Hopefully this one will be okay. Do you see that sort of, you know what I'm trying to say? They just need to be woody, and then you can keep them. I'm just going to lay them out on the kitchen roll and let them dry off, and then I will put them in a like little brown paper bag ready for next year. More Achocha. I'm going to grow 2 varieties of Achocha next year. This one and also one called, no, 3. Because there's one called Fat Baby that I want to grow, which is like a spiky one. And also there's a giant Bolivian one that I want to grow. So yeah, that is these for this year. Okay, now I'm actually going to bite the bullet and go and buy some garlic online. Otherwise it's just not happening this year, is it? Okay, DT Browns, what have you got for me? Soft neck, soft neck, soft neck. I don't want soft neck, I want hard neck. Oh, and everything's sold out. I could have maybe left this a little late, chaps. Who else can I try? Sutton's. What do we got? Come on, just give me your garlic options. Kingsland White, now I'm pretty sure that's a hard neck. I hate it when they don't tell you that it's whether it's hot soft neck or hard neck. Like, it's vital information. It should be right up front. Oh, these are all unavailable. $9.99 for 2 bulbs. I just can't bring myself to do it. Marshalls. What do we got here? That's a soft neck garlic. We don't want that. Thompson & Morgan, are you going to be any better? What? Onions? Nope. Come on, show me the garlic. Kingsland White, $9.99 for 2 bulbs. I can't do it. I can't do it. Come on. And most of these are sold out anyway. Brilliant. What have we got? There's King's seeds, isn't there? And, oh, what about Fothergills? They're normally pretty good. Oh, yes, look at this. This is how it should be. Soft neck or hard neck. Immediately get that choice out there first off. Perfect. Well done, Fothergills. Except it's all sold out. Pants. Pants. Okay, well, I guess it's going to be King's seeds. Come on, King's seeds. Come on. Pop-ups everywhere. What do we got? Are you going to tell me? Look at this hard neck. That's what we want. They tell you straight up. That's excellent. And they're in stock. And they're only £6.10 for 2 bulbs. Perfect. I've gone for Carcassonne and Kingsland White. Fab. And with that little bit of success, let's go up the allotment. Morning, Lil.
She was up here when I came up the first time.
Action station's going all right so far. We've had breakfast, we've saved the Achocha seed, we've ordered the garlic. I'm up here, there's no updates on the phone, and I've got a full battery. Next thing I've got to do is try and remember what we did with the bubble wrap from last year from the greenhouse. I think it went in the netting shed. So I've got to try and retrieve that, and then I'm going to take all the stuff out of the greenhouse because we've got a lot of things in there because we've been hiding in there because it's been chilly. Got like table and chairs and all that kind of stuff, so all that's got to come out. And then we'll do that. Right, okay, netting shed. I think I can see it. Okay, that is the majority of the greenhouse done. It's looking, well, it's not looking, it's feeling really cozy in here. It's pretty warm actually. But I haven't been able to do the end where the door is because although I've got loads of these little green clips that do the midsection stuff along like the main rib of the greenhouse, what I don't have any more of is these chaps, which are the ones that go on like this section where there's not the bit that you can twist in. You just clip these on, but I'm gonna go and see if I can order some more of these and find a different design, because these, I had masses of them and they just all snap. And obviously once that bit's broken, it doesn't actually grip anymore. If I need to, if I can't find anything else, I will just order some more of these. But it is frustrating because you've got to, like, to get them on, you push it against the thing and then you have to pull down and clip it on. But when you pull down, it just snaps it. It's a bit pants. So I'm going to be back on the internet shopping this afternoon. See if I can find an alternative. If not, it'll just be more of these. But it's a shame because those little clips, the little roundy ones, these things, I've had them for years and years and years. They don't break and they're just perfect. You know, you can just pull them in, pull them out. They're really tough and they just hold everything up. It's those edge ones. Edge ones. And on the front section of the greenhouse, there isn't any of these ribs. It is just like the only way of attaching anything is with these. So I shall be doing some shopping this afternoon. Right. What's next on the list? I did notice that the Achocha, not the Achocha, I did notice that a couple of the arches, obviously where the beans were, most of the beans, obviously all the leaves have gone and it's just the stems are on there, and I'll probably leave them, to be honest, until next year, or until, because I'm gonna have to replace the string next year on them, I think, because some of them are starting to snap. So I'll leave those, but the tromboncino is getting all a bit sad and that needs to come off, so I will do a bit of clearing on that front, I think. And then, feeling festive, what with it being the 3rd of December today, I'm going to go and try and find some things to pimp the wreath. I don't know if you remember, I have had the same wreath for about 12 years that goes on the front door of our house. It started off lush and green. It's like a Norwegian pine one. Started off lush and green. I made it about 12 years ago, and every year it's just got that little bit drier and now it's a brown wreath. But we can still make it look jolly by, you know, putting some nice bits on it. So I'm going to have a bit of a like nose around and see what I can find to jolly it up this afternoon. Okay, fab. Let's do some clearing. Okay, let's find some festive stuff. Got my little scissors. I've also got the keys because I think I'm going to go out into the graveyard because I think I spotted some holly round that way. And here it is. Got those beautiful berries. I don't want to take too much of this, and also I want ones where the berries are right on the end of the branch, otherwise you can't really get them in the wreath, you know. They are gorgeous though, aren't they? Look how shiny those leaves are. They look phenomenal. Like this is what we want, like a little sprig with berries right at the end. I think I'll have that one. I'm also going to get some ivy because the path on the way up here has just got massive ivy growing up it, and it's all, you know, when it has the like the berries, the yeah, ivy berries. I'm going to get a load of those too, and then we should be good to go. Doesn't look as bad as I was thinking. I remember I put these in last year and they're all still pretty solid. That's good. Bow needs a bit of help. Oh, that's a shame, that's cracked. Oh, anyway, these are cute. They're lotuses. Limes. Yeah, so I have got a lot of stuff here that I don't even know if it needs it. I'm going to put the holly in, definitely, and maybe a bit of ivy. Well, that was a festive end to the week. Cheers, chaps. Yeah, 2 days of deep frustration. Just sometimes you get days like that, you know. So, God, I just couldn't get anything right. However, the saga of moving the kiln went absolutely smooth as you like. When we eventually got the block and tackle from Screwfix, we attached the two, so I bought two like flat trolleys from B&Q, and then we ratchet attached them to the side of the kiln, and then inside the garage it had like beams going across the ceiling. Didn't look that sturdy, just wooden ones, but we eventually roped the back of the kiln underneath its legs, like in a big triangle shape, and then attached the block and tackle hook to the beam above the kiln and to the rope that went under its legs, and we tipped it over by putting blocks underneath, so tipping it and then blocking so that it wouldn't fall back again until it was just at its tipping point. And then we started doing the block and tackle, you know, pulling the chain, and it just glided down. Took a while, but it glided down onto its little trolley, and then we could just wheel it across to the other garage. It was a dream. It was so smooth. It was brilliant, because it could have gone really very seriously wrong. It's not a joke playing around with something that's that heavy and like hanging it from the ceiling, and it was just like, oh God, it could have been awful. But luckily it wasn't awful. It was a great success. So that's one thing out the way that's been like on my mind. Still haven't sorted the floor out in the kitchen. We're waiting now to see, something's been sent off for testing to see if it's got some sort of asbestos bitumen in it. So tick. But yeah, so although the 2 days of gardening that sort of didn't really happen were a bit frustrating, we have got quite a lot done over the week. Really pleased we bubble wrapped the greenhouse and ordered the garlic finally. I know I could have just ordered it online in the first place, but I've had a couple of bad experiences with ordering stuff like that online because you can't actually see the product. Because I've ordered garlic online before, it wasn't from, where was it from now? I can't remember what company I used, but what arrived was really, really poor quality. And if I'd seen that in a shop, I would never have bought it. You know, I just like to be able to see it. But anyway, it seems that hardneck's quite difficult to get hold of this year, and hardneck's the one I wanted. So that's going to go in the newly bubble wrapped greenhouse. We're going to grow them in, start them off in modules, have them in there over the winter, and then plonk them out in the spring. That is the idea anyway. So although, just getting back to the festive wreathness. So although I didn't end up using these, the poppy seed heads that I saved from last year, because I'd forgotten I'd already like put loads all over the wreath last year that were still fine. Can you hear? There is a lot of poppy seed in the bottom of that I'm going to save. I'm going to get a little paper envelope to put the Achocha seed in, and I'm going to get a larger paper envelope to get this poppy seed in. Wonderful, wonderful. I have a segment, Johanna has filmed a segment of her garden that she sent me, and I can't get it to download. So that's going to probably start us off next week, is Hazelmere correspondent talking about her garden. So that's exciting. What else have I got to say? Not a lot, other than it is December. It's currently, what, the 3rd of December? Is it the 3rd? Yeah, the 3rd of December. So we've got 22 days until Christmas. Wow. Yeah. Okay, chaps, I'm just rambling now. Okay. Cheers. See some of you on Monday and the rest of you on Tuesday.